Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
I wanted to be a celebrity by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
I'm only here for a 2 beat. I don't really care about any other place.
Can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
My name is Ian. I go by Mr. Fimple, and this is Wannabe. I am here for Elevated, and I'm here for, I don't know, just have a good time.
Congratulations on going to the next round. We'll see you tomorrow, and thank you for participating today.
Hope you enjoyed the sturdy, Emily. I know you voted no, but I hope you enjoyed the sturdy.
Oh, your sturdy was good, by the way.
I voted no because I was jealous of your sturdy. I
got invited, started with an audition video, made it through 6 episodes, passed the last episode, and then made it here. This entire time, I feel like I should feel a lot more pressure. I should feel a lot more stress, but I really haven't felt any at all. I'm just messing around. I've lived around a lot of places. Growing up, my dad's military, so we just moved around a lot. Finally settled in Georgia, but we'll see where it goes from there. When I was really little, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a pastor. When I was like a small child, and there is some footage of me like doing some sermons in the living room. My dad was a pastor before he joined the military. So I think I just learned from him and I was like, yeah, this seems cool, but it probably, I don't know, made me like want to do something performance-based. We used to film all of our Christmases and I would just like take the camera during the Christmas and like go into another room. And like, I would just do little bits in the room with the camera. So then later when my family would watch it, it would be like Christmas and then all of a sudden it would cut to me like pretending to smoke a cigarette, having some weird monologue. So my family's, I think, you know, I'm sure they're like, this is very weird, but they don't really care. I would say most of my friends are also in the content space, so it's, you know, I'm sure they probably think, man, this guy could really do something better. I guess they're supportive for the most part. Was there a time where I felt this is what I should do for the rest of my life? Honestly, I think it was being a kid, watching pro wrestling, and just seeing them do live performance. I was like, that just sounds super fun to do. I didn't even care about the wrestling. I just liked how they would go, have a script and have to say stuff. That sounds sick. Pastor to wrestler to just everything, man. But then when I got a little bit older and I was super lanky and like a stick, I was like, ain't no way I'm getting out there and gonna do that. I was like, I gotta find some other way to do something like this. So then it became like, oh, well, YouTube's pretty cool, I can do that. I would say honestly, I'll start with wrestling. That was like the first time I saw live performance where I was really like, that sounds super fun. So from there, I really just want to be a YouTuber, which I kind of successfully did in high school and doing YouTube full time, making pretty decent money. And then from there, I thought maybe going to comedy or acting until I started streaming. The first video game I ever played was probably Mario Kart 64. And then we got a GameCube. And I remember whenever my dad plugged in the GameCube, we had one last race in Mario 64. That was a blast. We had basically every console. My dad's a big gamer, still is. He plays everything, like all the time. So we've just always had consoles. I'm not good at all at any game. I'm so bad. No, I'm horrible. I'm actually horrible at gaming. It's very ironic being a streamer, being bad at games, but I just got no coordination. Growing up and watching like all my siblings play games and then me be so horrible at them that I was never allowed to play. Then every time I got a chance to play, them just being super upset. Both of my parents have been pretty supportive, but it's also kind of been, I've been doing stuff since I was so little. When I first started doing it, they're, oh yeah, it's just fun. And then just kind of never stopped. So they're just used to it at this point. I don't think they're surprised. In high school, I started doing YouTube full time until eventually just kind of grew out of it. I took a couple years off content and then started streaming. For YouTube, we made comedy sketches. It was me and my sibling Aaron. We've done stuff together basically forever, even with what we're doing here now has helped me through basically the whole thing. We did some stuff with Disney that was pretty cool. We worked on a couple different web series, doing sketches for that. I got into streaming because I was just playing Fortnite a lot. So I just streamed it and didn't talk until eventually I did a bit on stream. I like this fake skeleton and I broke it and I did like a surgery on it. And I was like, oh wait, like I can actually do some pretty cool stuff streaming. So then I just started to do more outrageous streams and then just kind of started taking it serious. The hardest thing about streaming and content creation, I would say it's just always not knowing if you're gonna have another idea. I try to do something different every single time I go live. And you just gotta have a bunch of trust in yourself. You never know if you're actually gonna have an idea. You just gotta have to be confident that it'll come. But it's always stressful, just knowing like, is it gonna come? I deal with the stress honestly by just taking it head on. I feel like with content creation especially, there's a lot of stressful times, but also the stress of it and having like a deadline and you have to go live at this point is why I like it so much. I feel like if I didn't set strict deadlines and I didn't have that pressure and stress, it wouldn't be fun. With streaming, I would like to just do fun streams. I don't have giant numbers in mind that I want to hit. I just really want to do cool streams and hopefully people show up and take part in them. I just want to do cool streams and just push the limit for myself and just not get stuck in like oh, I do this every single time I go live. Just kind of always try to do something cool, put on some cool events and just some fun stuff. I enjoy producing things, but also I enjoy being in front of the camera. I would say my strong suit's definitely being in front of the camera more than doing stuff behind the scenes. I'm incredibly unorganized. Everything's like, I'll make a folder on my computer and I'll be like, all right, this folder's for wallpapers, and then I just add in everything to that folder. It's a nightmare.
Spin, put a 1 for yes, put a 2 for no. They're all yeses. Listen, chat, we can do other stuff, right? I could, in stream.
I think a lot of people, they have kind of like a idea of where they want content to go or like a goal for it. Anything can happen. There's a big part of luck and chance, but then also just really having to kind of like put in a bunch of work. And a lot of people, I think once they figure out how much work goes into it and how many weeks they're gonna just have to constantly make stuff with no one watching, it's like a big deterrent. I think a lot of people focus too much on what happens after, but I think if you can make the process of making something fun, then the rest kind of falls into place. Help people have fun with what they're making. I like anybody who just kind of pushes the limit of what you can do on stream. I really enjoy Jerma's events he does, like Dollhouse or the baseball thing he's done. I like people who put on like events like the Streamer Awards. I don't know, anyone who takes something and then kind of adds extra onto it. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Hopefully doing good, hopefully healthy. I would like to maybe get like a small boat, just like a small little boat and get out there on the water every so often. I don't really like fishing or anything, but just to be out on the water and then maybe get like maybe like some sort of like exotic animal, like a ferret that like lost a leg or something, you know? There was a time after I stopped doing YouTube where I kind of just spent a year and a half not really focused on anything. During that time, I definitely realized that just for me to function properly, I just gotta make something. Like it's just kind of like something I gotta do.